giant traffic on I-40.
Hey everybody, it's Becker. I haven't ended the stream yet, going on 4 seconds, and got Ken, and he's on his way back from the airport. He took Mr. Dunn to the airport. Ken,
Yeah,
how was
dropped Jeff
OAX?
off. OAX was fun. I was there in a capacity of just helping out. I got a pass from Mr. Snyder, Anthony from Anthony's Comic Art, and I was just helping him out at the table a little bit. Um, and then I walked around some, but it was good seeing some people. I saw some good 4C people out there. Linda Craig I ran into. Um, I can't remember who else I ran into, but I ran into some 4C people, which was nice to see. Obviously, a lot of caffers were there. Um, so yeah, it was good to see. I got to spend some time with John Romita, which was nice.
Oh,
Anytime
cool.
I get to hang out with John, so that was nice to hang out with John. Um, talk to Alex Savick for a little bit. Uh, Joe Wos. Yeah, so it was good. It was good. I was kind of there on a part-time basis. I lived there near, so as soon as I got bored, I just went home.
Yeah, how long of a drive is that for you to get home from there?
About 20 minutes. Yeah, not
Oh,
nothing
that's not
too.
bad at all.
No, no, not bad. And Jeff was here, so I picked up Jeff from the airport.
Did he stay with you then?
Brought him back and forth to OAX. What's that?
Did he stay with you?
No, he stayed. He stayed in a hotel near the airport. Jeff works for the Hyatt, so he gets rooms for pretty cheap. But
Yeah, that's what I
unfortunately,
kind
with
of
the
figured.
snowstorm the snowstorm that blanketed the Northeast, apparently a lot of people have been in quite a situation trying to get home.
Yikes! I wondered if that would affect it. Well,
Yeah.
Ken,
Like I
I'm
know
just going to give you
Sharon,
a heads up.
Anthony.
Your sound's cutting out a little bit.
Okay. Well, I'll be home. I'll be home in 10 minutes, so it won't be too bad. Um, and
Perfect.
I'll go jump on the computer. I'll jump on the computer. But yeah, that was mistimed by me. I scheduled the show, and then I said to Jeff, "What time do I got to bring you to the airport?" He's like 6. I was like, "Huh. Well, that's going to be a problem." Uh, but I was like, "Ah, it'll be all right. I'll just phone it in from the car, and then
Well, you sound better now. Did you get any art?
yeah. No. I sold a lot of art, but I didn't really pick it. I picked up one cell from the Fairly Odd Parents.
Okay.
Yeah, because my daughter was big into that, so I picked up a cell from the Fairly Odd Parents. I picked up some art for Bill Morrison. I got some John Romita Senior Spider-Man dailies.
Oh,
Um,
Spider-Man dailies?
yeah, they're penciled and inked by John Romita Senior. Um, got those through Romita Man. He had a pretty nice selection of that stuff, and the prices were not bad, not bad for it. So anybody who got
Nice.
a chance to get that, um, you know, he might have stuff on his website still. He had a lot of it. But yeah, they're decent prices for dailies by John Romita Sr. with Spider-Man stuff.
That's awesome. That old Bill Morrison strikes again. He's an art collector.
He is an art collector. Uh, that's for sure. I don't know how it always costs me money at the end of the day,
Well, he
though.
works through you, Ken. You're his guy. You're the boots on the ground at OAX. Because
Yeah,
Bill
yeah.
wasn't there, right?
And then I float them, and it's like, you know, now I gotta. It's either I either gotta get money out of him, or I gotta get art out of him. So he did a piece. He did a piece I can't talk about, and I told him I'll take that. And he's like, "That's a lot of money." I was like, "Well, there's a convenience fee for me picking up your shit."
I'm looking forward to seeing both of you guys next month here in KC.
Yeah, man, it's getting almost that time.
Marcus, did you go? Did Marcus go to OAX?
I didn't see Marcus. If he was there, yeah, I certainly didn't run into him. A lot of people asking me, is 4C set up? And I was like, no, no, we're not set up here, unfortunately. But I did run into some people. I got recognized, a bunch of times. So
How did Jeff do?
Jeff did okay. He spent, he got some really nice pages. I mean, I don't know if I want to tell what he got. I don't want to steal his thunder because
Right.
he does like to show off his pickups. But he got some really nice stuff. He really did. He got a piece at the auction, and he picked up some other pieces. He picked up some pieces for other people.
I was
But
gonna
yeah,
say I think he might have helped out old Emilio.
yeah, he helped out Emilio. I think he picked up a piece for Bacon. Um, he helped
Bacon.
Emilio. I think he picked up. I think he got some signatures for Emilio. That'd be a question for Emilio if he's in the chat.
Let me tell you about what old Bacon's been up to. So him and I have been getting into, we'll call it a friendly rivalry. There's this got a young group run by Dustin and Tyler, and they do this March Madness, and they invited me to participate. You got to pick a cover, right? You got to pick a Scotty Young cover. Of course, I picked one with Speedball on it because
Yeah.
I'm consistent in my personality. And Bacon picked whatever the hell a Chris Bacon picks, but they're making the announcements of who's facing who. But I've been talking, we'll just say an unchecked amount of of the stuff, the biz. Can I say shit on this channel? I've been talking a lot of shit
Who fuck
about
knows?
Mr. Bacon demanding and telling Dustin that the people demand that I face Bacon in the first round. Yeah, just lots of smack talk in this. I basically am only using that chat to just talk crap about Bacon.
Yeah, that's great. Jeff and I went to Disney today. We went to Hollywood Studios so we could geek out in the Star Wars land. And he sent a picture of myself and him in the Star Wars area, and I'm wearing a New Jersey
Okay.
Devils jersey.
Oh
And so
boy.
Bacon instantly said, "Tell Ken the Devils suck." And I was like, "Really? After what the USA did to Canada, and he's gonna come at me like that?" So I had to give him the business. I did tell him, yeah, you're right. The Devils do suck. Not as bad as Canada does, though. So you can't expose yourself like that.
So my insults have mainly ranged around. Well, Ken, you're a sports fan, so you probably know what Roberto Duran's nickname was in the boxing ring.
Roberto Duran's nickname. Now I've met Roberto Duran.
Hands of Stone.
The
Hands
Hands
of
of Stone.
Stone.
That's right. Hands of Stone. No
Yep.
mas.
So I'm calling myself Hands of Veal Becker. And I said to Bacon, if you get in the first round, you're gonna catch these incredibly soft hands. Your face is gonna feel like it's on vacation, buddy.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah, it's just every time. I think Bacon's enjoying it. I know the group likes it. if Dustin knows what's good for business, he's gonna make this happen in the first round. But I believe Megan from Stupid Fresh Mess will be going live next week to announce the bracket. So keep an eye on that 4C people, because Becker versus Bacon is the fight 2026 deserves, right?
I mean, is that a true
I'm gonna
first
have to
round
have
match?
somebody do some photoshopping for me.
Is that a first round match, or is that something we
It,
want to save?
I don't know. They won't tell us.
we
They
talking?
won't tell us
Are
till
we
next
talking?
week.
I mean, anyway, are we talking a 1-2 seed? I mean, we don't want to do that.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if they'll. I don't know how they seed the thing. I just know they're announcing the brackets next week.
That's pretty good. March
Seeding
Madness.
is important. That is correct, Marcus. And
That's right.
I'm gonna seed Chris Bacon. Ew, sounds gross.
It kind of did. It kind of did.
But yeah. Speaking of Stupid Fresh Mess, I was on their channel. I don't know if you know, I stepped out on you, Ken.
What else is new? Not the first.
That's right. Look at this. I really didn't understand what was happening. But yeah, I ended up over there. They invited me over for like not this past Sunday, the Sunday before. They were doing a watch at their shop, which he's local to me. They were having a watch party for The Fly, and like I was under the impression like a bunch of people were going to be over there, and they're like, and then after the movie we're going to go on StreamYard or on YouTube. I was like, yeah, that's fine, like I'm down, thinking in my head, there will be a whole group of people. I'll just kind of fade to the back, because like he had it was him and Jim Mafood and Megan and me, and that was it. There's just four of us, and like I'm just sitting on this couch, and the camera's pointed right at me. I look like Jabba the Hutt in Scotty Young's lair. I was like, man, I couldn't even have a table in front of me. Give me like a blanket or something. My lord, just my fat legs on YouTube. But it was good. It was a fun time. Jim Mafood's really cool. He was talking about OAX because he was there. He was going there at the time. Yeah, we had fun. They gave me pizza and a comic book, and we watched a movie. It was like being invited to my own 11th birthday party.
That sounds like a good time.
It was awesome. Absolutely awesome. But yeah, so that's what's new with me. And you guys went to OAX, got to hang out with Jeff, go to Disney World.
Yeah, I've got to hang out with Anthony for a bit, which is always interesting with Anthony.
Oh, yeah, where'd you go?
I said hanging out with Anthony is always interesting. I was hanging out with Anthony.
How is Anthony doing?
He's doing okay. He's doing okay. I think he had a decent OAX. He bought a lot of stuff. Good. I know that.
Well, that's what he does.
Yeah, he was wheeling and dealing. That's what Anthony does. He's one of the best in the business when it comes to that. I talked to Mike Berkey for a bit. Our buddy Mark Rock was there. Got to talk to Mark for a while. Like I said, John. Got to see John, which was nice. I'm trying to think of who else I saw. It's kind of a blur. You know who else I saw there, Becker? Omos.
Oh, WWE Omos.
Yes. I see him. I see him at MegaCon every year, and so he must be an art collector, because when I saw him, he was talking to an artist.
That's pretty cool.
So he's an art collector, and I think he works at the Performance Center. The Performance Center for the WWE is in Orlando. So I think he works there at the Performance Center. So yeah, so
So,
it's
Marcus, were you at OAX? And if so, why did you not say hi to Ken? And how much offense should he take?
I take no offense to it.
Oh, he was there. He saw him at the Adam Kubert
Yeah,
table. Oh, that did it. Unforgivable, Marcus. Unforgivable.
you didn't see me at Adam Kuber's table because I was never at Adam Kuber's table.
No, he said he saw Omos there.
Oh, we saw Omos. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Thanks for
You
saying
know,
hi,
uh,
Marcus. I really appreciate it.
the comic book, pro wrestling former manager, wrestling personality Jim Cornette, popular podcast. He had a nickname for Omos. He called him Almost.
That dude is big. He's got to be 6'7". He's a large cat.
Yeah, I mean he's super tall. Oh, here's somebody. Raul Rico says I saw Ken at the Jade Giants table, chatting it up.
Come on, they're Hulk fans. Of course, I was hanging out with those guys.
What is this? What did Marcus say? Hey, what's up, Bleecker Street Comics? Hello. Amandeep,
Almost, almost home,
patiently
Becker.
waiting for Ken and Bill to come to Vancouver, Canada. Well, get over to Vancouver, Ken.
Well, Vancouver already happened, didn't it? Or is that coming up? I can't remember.
I don't know if Vancouver, Canada has already happened. They'll have
I
another
think
one, I'm
Vancouver
sure.
happened like, yeah, yeah. It was hard for. We were going to do Vancouver this year, but Bill, he teaches college, so his classes are on Mondays, and the Vancouver show was actually like it was a weird. It was like Saturday to Monday, something like that, and so Bill would have only been able to be there for like 2 days, and he would have to leave on Sunday, so he'd have basically been there on Saturday only. So it wasn't worth his time or Fan Expo's time to bring him out basically all the way to Vancouver to be there for one day.
Makes sense.
So unfortunately, I did have Scott Hanna there though. So Scott was there under the 4C umbrella. If anybody saw Scott, he was there with us. Even though we weren't really there, I booked Scott for it. Um, so that was cool. But yeah, we're looking forward. We got Cleveland coming up in a few weeks, where we'll have Bill, we'll have Mike DiCarlo, and we'll have Scott Hanna. And then, of course, the big one is MegaCon, where we will have, of course, Bill Morrison, um, David Silverman from The Simpsons fame, Simpsons movie director, and Kerry Gamble will be coming to uh, MegaCon. And I just went through with Jeff. I found a bunch of prelims that I had for Kerry. So we went
Oh,
through
nice.
and yeah, some really good stuff too. So we'll have those at MegaCon. We'll be debuting those at MegaCon. Some
You're
really
not
really
you're
cool.
not debuting him here?
Well, listen, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. We do claim shows on here, and it's like pulling teeth.
Oh. Speaking
But I
of
have
claim
some pieces
shows,
that I was I have some pieces I was thinking about offering up on the show. Um, some pieces from my personal collection. Um,
ooh,
I have a
buy
Mike
Ken
Mignola piece.
stuff.
Yeah, I have a Mike Mignola piece. I have a cover by Butch Geis. Um, I forget what else I have. I've got a few pieces that I was thinking about offering up here on the show to see if anybody might be interested.
I
Some
think people
updates.
might be interested. Emilio is saying, "Oh, what type of pieces, Ken?" Yeah, he's interested.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, maybe when I get home, I'll pull them out, and I'll be home in like
You heard it here
3 minutes.
first, folks. Ken's gonna pull out his piece and wave it around for y'all, and you
Yeah,
can you can potentially buy it.
yes, yes. I'll be home in a
That's a
couple
thing.
minutes, Becker. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm,
I'll regale the people with my Scott Shaw book that
oh, did
arrived.
you get it?
I did.
You got one of the better ones. You got the Doctor Mr. What's his name? Robotnik, right?
Yep, Robotnik, and it says to Becker, Scott Shaw,
Sweet.
and the colors on this thing. Holy cow, do they pop!
Yeah, he's pretty proud of that. How they redid the colors of that book and made them stronger and just more vibrant. And yeah, I haven't seen one. He didn't send me one, sob. But
Well, that's not all he sent me either. There was another book inside this book,
oh
and it
yeah, which
says
one?
Scott Shaw's Kilgore Home Nursing to Becker Scott Shaw written on the outside of it. So see this Scott
Nice.
Shaw guy, he really likes me, Ken. Maybe someday you'll get on my level.
Maybe, maybe.
Created by Scott Shaw, coloring by Mike Kazala, lettering by Jim McQuarrie, and editing by Jemiah Jefferson. All right.
Nice. My
So yeah,
days
I'm
have
gonna
been
check that
filled
out
with
too.
Simpson cells.
Simpson cells. What'd you get put in some kind of Simpsons penitentiary?
Yeah, exactly. It feels like that when I'm doing it.
Oh man, I can't wait to see some of the goodness you picked up, man. I've heard about it.
I can show some of those off today too. When I'll be home in a minute and a half. I got first appearance cells from like comic book guy, like the actual
Ooh,
first scene he was in.
holy heck. Jeff Albertson himself, folks.
All right,
Is
Becker,
there
I
is
am
there a
pulling.
favorite one you have yet? Oh,
The,
you're
the the
good.
comic book guy is pretty awesome. So yeah, I've got a few of those. I got a couple of those. So that's probably my favorite one. But I'm gonna log off, buddy, and I will be back on in a minute.
I'll do my best to keep everybody entertained. Hey,
All right.
Robbie, welcome. We're just waiting for Ken to get home. He just pulled up. Marcus says, well, what's Marcus say here? Worst first ever. That was my best attempt. No, I'm looking forward to reading this Scott book here. He's got like the whole he's got a whole opening passage. You can still reach out to him, I'm sure, and get one of these. But it reprints the first four issues, and then it's got all sorts of extras and history and commissions he's done over the years. Welcome to Scott's studio. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in this. So check it out. Reach out to old Scott Shaw, and I'm sure you can get one of these. It's freaking awesome. And if you're lucky, it comes with a sketch in the front because this is blank and he did this sketch. Yeah, old Sonic's playing a prank there. But yeah, we'll see. Ken will get in, and he says he's going to offer a few things out of his personal collection. So you guys can get something from Ken. Marcus, what were your pickups at OAX? I would be curious to hear what the big Marcus score was. Yeah. I don't know, Amelia. Could be something cool we don't even know about. We'll see. Ooh, Colossus, huh? Matt Allison Colossus pre OAX commission. Nice. Well, congrats, man. I'm the only one on right now, Jill. If I deafen, the whole show dies. My wife came in to talk to me.
I was just wondering if you're going to eat.
I am done eating, thank you. What a gal. What a gal. Oh, I can show these. Oh, they're all falling now. So I got these finally arrived. Any fans of the movie Bloodsport? Look at that. So amazing. There are folks who was there. I wish I could have gotten sketches from. Oh, I'm sure, Amelia. Yeah, Ken, have you seen this yet?
I have not.
Bloodsport.
Nice. Little Jean-Claude Van Damme action.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, I think of myself something as having Van Damme level flexibility.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, I don't know for sure. I just assume I can do it all.
yeah, you could try that
Well,
split thing he did in time.
yeah, I'll try it out. What's the worst that could happen?
You fall.
Oh,
Bones heal. Muscles tear. I mean, you know.
Hey, JD Dunn. Why aren't you on an airplane? Bolo.
He's probably sitting at the gate.
Oh, Emilio, I can do all the roundhouse kicks. Like I can like one after another, just serving up kicks.
Spin like a top.
Yeah. Well, I'm very spry.
Yeah, Jeff spent time in this room being allergic to my dog. Becker does things in slow motion, but it's awesome.
Hey, I know that Jeff Dunn. Well, look at that.
So this is from the first episode that comic book guy was in was called Three Men in a Comic Book, where Bart and Milhouse and
Show it again, sir.
and Martin go in on buying Radioactive Man 1. So they go to a Comic-Con and they see Radioactive Man comics, and the guy behind the counter is comic book guy. So it's his first appearance. And the first thing he's doing is eating donuts out of so this is him eating the donuts out of the tray. And then he reaches in and pulls out a key and opens up a briefcase which houses Radioactive Man #1. So this is the first appearance. This is from the first scene of the first appearance of comic book guy.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then here's another
really
one.
cool.
Here's another one from that very scene. And then I have some of the here's a nice Smithers.
Ooh, Smithers.
Yeah, there's some deep dive stuff in here. Here's a Maud Flanders.
Maud.
Yeah. Then we have little
Kent Brockman.
and
I
Brock.
can do this all day. Maggie.
Maggie with somebody's eyes. Not sure whose eyes they are. Because somebody's cells layer on top of each other. This is a Krusty. I made the background. This is from the Krusty's telethon.
Oh, that's cool.
That's from the episode of I think it was Black Widower, where Sideshow Bob marries Selma. And from the 3 Men in a Comic Book, do you remember when Bart was trying to raise money to get the comic book? So he did work for an old lady.
Yep.
And then she gives him a quarter. So here's the old lady. I give Bart his quarter. This is from Flanders Fails, or When Flanders Failed, when he's eating a hamburger and giving Flanders some business. This is from the episode of One Fish, Two Fish, Blowfish, Bluefish, where Homer eats the fish and he says they only got 24 hours to live.
Yeah.
And him and Barney, Barney picks him up to drive because I forget what happens. And so this is Barney changing the tire in the car, and it actually has the pencil.
Oh wow.
On the other side. So there's that. And here's one of Barney sitting at the bar drinking a beer. Here's a Flanders carrying some drinks. And here's a Millhouse.
Hey, Millhouse.
Sampling of the cell. So if anybody's coming to any of the conventions that I'm going to be set up doing that stuff, sorry. If anybody's going to be at the shows, that will be set up. So the first show I'm going to have this stuff at is going to be Cleveland. No, not Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland, right? I can't remember.
Oh.
I think it's Cleveland. And that's my first show of the season. And then after that, we go to MegaCon, where David Silverman will be, and David Silverman can sign these. I mean, David worked on. If he didn't direct or write or produce, he's attached to all of these episodes because he's been working. He was the original artist on the Tracy Ullman show for Matt Groening. So, David can. David's available to sign all those cells, of course. So if anybody wanted any of those cell signs, you can get them signed by David at MegaCon. Burns, I got Burns, buddy. I got Burns from the When Flanders Failed, when he's trying to open up his the cat food, but he's using a confounded
the left-handed yeah.
I have
leftatorium. The
leftatorium. Yeah, I have some from the episode where Bart gets hit by a car, and some of the Flanders or some of the Mr. Burns from there. Yeah, those are rare. Those Inkworks sketch cards. But I mean that's not all. I mean, I'm also going to be having. Besides that, I'm going to also have other cells that I can show you guys. Some of the ones that I'm going to have, which are these are amazing. And it's probably more for the crowd that's in here. I have some of them anyway. One sec. I got cells all over the place. I've been working like a dog doing this stuff. Trying to organize this stuff, but so these are cells from Looney Tunes.
Okay.
So I have some Sylvester, got some Taz.
Ooh, Taz, that's got to be a big seller, I bet.
I also have some. I have some Pinky and the Brain.
Ooh.
I actually have some of both of them. But I also picked up some.
Oh wow, Catwoman
from. And then how about this?
Emilio asks, any Treehouse of Horror
No
5
Treehouse of Horror.
cells? No Treehouse.
Not yet, anyway. I'm
You
working on it.
get nothing, Emilio.
That's
Nothing.
that stuff isn't easy to come by. It's extremely popular. The guy that I got these from, he's going to look to see if he has any, but I haven't heard back from him. And then how about these, Becker?
Let's see. Ooh, the Batman.
Yeah, so these actually, Becker, when I come to Planet,
are going to get signed by Paul Dini and
Paul Dini. Yep.
Yeah, I could guess that one.
Yep. So, and I have so much more. I mean, I've got more Looney Tunes stuff. I've got some more Marvel stuff. I got some stuff from X-Men the animated series. I got Fantastic Four. I've got some anime. I got some One Piece stuff. They're original art, but they're not the original cells because they don't sell that stuff. But they're recreations that were done by Bandai. So they're officially licensed from Bandai. But they're just recreations of panels. So I have some One Piece stuff. So yeah, there's going to be a lot. If you come to the 4C booth, you should be able to find something else.
Pull out some of the rare barcode comics, Ken.
Not going to happen, buddy. Not going to happen. I got to see a Batman Beyonce. What's that say?
You could have set up at OAX with those.
I could have.
What's your deal, Ken?
Not my deal. Not my deal. No Steve Hauser. Wasn't my call. But yes, I would have had the best. I would have had the best display of cells in that place if I was there, by far. Not even close. But who knows? I don't know if that crowd was into that kind of stuff. So it might have been a waste of my time, to be honest. I don't know if the comic book guys, actually collect that kind of stuff. They're more into like, maybe stuff like this.
Oh, is this the personal collection of one Ken Carson?
Mike McNote.
Well, let's make you big. There we go. Hellboy.
Yeah, man.
They're ever going to do anything with him?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? What else do I got? Let me show you. Let me grab something else.
Well, if you put that spinner rack in your vehicle and drive it out here, I'll buy that.
Don't tempt me. I might. I can do that.
I've admired that thing for a long time.
I can do that.
But then what would you have your comics in?
What's that?
But then what would you have your comic books in?
I don't really collect comics. It's really just an aesthetic. That I could, I don't really, doesn't really bother me too much. I don't really.
Aren't you flying out to Planet though?
No, I'm driving.
Oh, you are driving. Okay.
No, so I can bring it.
No.
If you want it, I'd bring it.
No. Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier
Holy
number
hell.
1 cover by Butch Geis.
Holy hell.
This is a stat. I mean, I made this.
But that thing's beautiful.
Yeah. Winter Soldier number 1. So, couple things I'm thinking about moving. If anybody's-
Mr. Emilio is asking, is that the first Hobgoblin ASM on that stand? Do you have the first
it's a
Hobgoblin?
reprint. It's a reprint, and I think it's signed by John. They reprinted it a couple years ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so yeah, it's signed by John at the bottom. See, we had these when we had John. We had these for sale, so it's not the original.
Jeff Dunn, being bossy as always, saying, "Show the Winter Soldier comic. It's on the rack."
This
Look at that, folks. That's pretty damn cool.
I'll even throw in the comic.
Amon, he doesn't have any to bring on tonight. Sorry.
No, no, you're never going to see barcodes from us. No, Bill has a handful, and he's not looking to sell any. So we've moved every barcode.
That was kind of a one-time thing.
Yeah, we've moved every barcode that we want to move. I do have some, if anybody's interested, I do have some Radioactive Man #1 CGC 9.8s.
Signed?
Which are hard, signed by Bill Morrison.
Oh.
Yellow label. But yeah, no, sorry, the barcodes are just they're too rare, and Bill doesn't have.
Amelia, those things are like hot now. Like I have lots of people asking me about them, and I don't deal Simpsons comics like these guys do.
Now, when I go to Bill's house, I always go through his stuff, and he doesn't know sometimes what he has, so. There is always a possibility that I'm going to go in there and find a bunch of barcodes.
Is the Radioactive Man #1 a newsstand or?
No, I think it's direct. Let me grab one.
Ken once again leaving me here. If Jeff Dunn's still out there, I hope you have a safe flight, buddy. I hope you get a good OAX. Send me some pics. Let me see what you got, man. What'd you get? But yeah, safe flight back home. Ken's still gone. Let me see. What other stuff does he have on his wall that we want, folks? Amelia, you still get confused on the whole newsstand direct covers for books? Yeah. It's kind of wild. I always think it's weird when people list like newsstand, like it's a newsstand from 1977. And it's like, yeah, they all were.
Now, for anybody who knows about the Radioactive Man books, they almost all have it in the same spot, a color break. This one doesn't. It's a 9.8.
So what do we have for sale here, Ken? Let's say what the price is. Are you selling this? No.
Yeah, absolutely.
A 9.8 Radioactive Man signed by Bill Morris in red pen, direct edition, I believe, right?
Yep. This is the one with the glow in the dark cover. You can kind of see it.
Glow in the dark cover.
Here.
And what's our price on that, Ken?
This one is $300.
$300. $300, 9.8. Radioactive Man signed by Bill Morrison and 9.8.
Yep. So,
and you said it's hard to get 9.8s on that book?
Every Radioactive Man has a same tick right about here. And it's a color break usually.
But they don't knock you for it, or
it's a printing issue. Yeah. Well, they're a little more lenient on the grading of it because it's a production thing. But this one does not have it.
Ooh.
I mean, this could have been a 9.99, 10-0 contender. Because it's
he's got the direct 9.8. He's looking for a newsstand 9.8, but thank you for showing it. Yeah, no problem. And you can always, like, after the show, whatever, reach out to Ken. He's got a website. I'm sure
I can always see if
he's
Bill
got
has,
tons of stuff that would take too long to search through, but I know you've got some Simpsons books in your collection.
I've got a short box of Bartman #1s. I've got a short box of comics and stories, which CGC said, Simpsons Comics and Stories is one of the top 5 comics to collect in the hobby.
Nice,
because it's actually the prequel to Simpsons comics. That was the first comic book of the Simpsons, and that the success of that book gave Matt the confidence to begin Bongo. And then Simpsons #1 came after that. So technically, Comics and Stories is the first Simpsons comic book.
What's up, Marcus? This is my buddy Marcus. You've met him before, Ken. He's one of the guys that always goes out to eat with us.
Yeah, nice.
So, yeah, we'll all be getting together in Kansas City.
Yeah. Amon, I see you take. If I haven't read it, that means I'm not ready to deal with it yet. So I'll get to that in the morning. I've got a lot of other pressing things I need to get to first, but I'll get to it as soon as I can. So anytime anybody out there, if you send me a message on Messenger and it goes unread, that means I'm saving it to read it at some point, and I'll get to it.
Okay.
I think everything I have is direct. I don't really have many newsstands. I could check. I don't know if I have any newsstands of comics and story.
But yeah, Marcus, we'll be hanging out at Planet in no time.
Yeah, man.
Good old.
Hanging out with. I spoke to JJ, so JJ will be hanging out with JJ and Mr. Doug Mankey.
Doug, no Pat this year,
huh? I don't think so. I'll see Pat in MegaCon, and I'm going to find out about the ode commissions when I see him at MegaCon. Hopefully, he brings them with him.
Oh, perfect. I know Emilio's waiting.
Yeah, so hopefully
He's excited about that.
Tex has done a few of the he hasn't finished all of the
Ken, you have somebody who wants to buy something now. Any Batman cells you're willing to sell now, or those you're waiting to get signed, aren't you?
No, I'll sell them.
You'll sell them, Lucas.
Yeah, why wouldn't I? Just hit me up, buddy. I'll show you what I got.
I think we just answered that.
I got a lot more than that. What I showed you is what I have here. I mean, I have a lot more Batman animated cells. I've got one of the Joker, which is the production cell. I do have Sears cells too, which are they're not the ones that are used on a show. They're more of a mass produced thing. But I do have some Sears cells. But yeah, if you're looking for anything, Lucas, just let me know, buddy. I can show you what I got. I'm not gonna do it now.
Well, I think that might be it for tonight. You want to wrap it up, or you got more stuff you want to?
No, we'll wrap it up. I mean, this was kind of just a check-in show. Maybe next week we'll do something a little more organized. Yeah, man. Yeah, I've got some nice Batmans. I've got a few of them. So.
Oh, Emilio, yeah, he's hoping that Pat brings it to MegaCon.
Yeah, I'm gonna see Pat in MegaCon, so hopefully he's gonna bring the finished commissions.
Yeah, you literally sent your question like as he was telling that part.
Yeah. And then I haven't gotten the stuff from Yoshi yet, so I think he's still waiting to collect from some of the guys. So I'll be getting that stuff. Carlo Barbari's done with everything, so I should be getting that stuff pretty soon too.
Woohoo!
Trying to think if anything else is outstanding out there. I don't think so. So all the stuff from the Japanese SketchCon will be coming. Everything. The website's coming along, guys. We're gonna be launching.
That thing was slick, man.
Yeah, I mean that's one little section and it's bare bones. That is nothing compared to what you're doing. So hopefully MegaCon we're supposed to be launching a more of a full version of the website. And even that is only going to be a portion of what you see. San Diego Comic-Con will be more of a big one. Scott did so great on those things. Hold on. I'm trying to put you full screen, buddy.
Yeah, so there's my sketch. To Becker, Scott Shaw, Robotnik, and Sonic. And then also, where's Scott Shaw's Kilgore, Home Nursing.
Yeah,
To
that's a new
Becker,
book.
Scott Shaw.
Yeah, that's great.
That was very nice of him. I got to drop him a line. I've got his
Yeah.
email. I'll shoot him off. And yeah. Who dat? I got mine after you.
Nice.
But I now see what you mean by the box. It like came in a square box, and he had it inside like diagonal.
Oh, it didn't fit in the box, so he put it in diagonal.
Yeah, it was
Hey, as long
weird. Like
as
it
long as
was
it was
cool.
undamaged.
It was no, not at all. It was
There you
it
go.
was super good.
Nice.
Murdoch says he loves the new website.
Thank you.
The Japanese sketch show showed how good the new site will be. Yeah, I agree.
You have no
it made
idea.
it easy on me, that's for sure.
You have no idea what's coming with this website. It's going to revolutionize the hobby. Not just it's getting the hobby. It's going to be like nothing anybody
Maybe
ever
even the whole world, folks.
It's going to be like nothing anybody's ever seen before.
Yeah, me too. Because as soon as I saw it, I was like, so this is what Who Dat meant. Like he had made a mention of it, and I was like, oh yeah. And I couldn't really picture it in my head. But it came in that.
Okay.
And,
Oh my
and so he put it in diagonal. It fit, but it didn't look like it should. It looked like it defied physics a little bit.
That's funny. Trust me, Emilio. We had that conversation with Yoshi, but there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, it's like a law. They can't do it. There's nothing we can do about it. It is what it is. It just is what it is. They can't do that stuff. They can't do the video game characters. They can't do any.
Also, maybe spell the whole word out too, Emilio.
Yeah.
Just for an optics thing. It's 2026, man.
Yeah. So
they can't do the anime characters. I know.
They can't do anime. They can't do video game characters. So there's restrictions. And I mean, I told Amelia, I told Yoshi, I said, if those guys could have did that, they probably would have each sold out of everything they had. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know what the rules are. I don't know if it's just in country or not. We're gonna be at Heroes again this year, and Yoshi wants to bring maybe 3 of the Japanese artists out to Heroes, so that would be a time when we could maybe ask, but I wouldn't expect it.
Well, Jeff says, tell him about your dark saber.
So Jeff and I were in Disney, and we went to Batu, spent the day geeking out in a Star Wars land. I don't know why he wants me to tell you a story about the dark saber. So I bought the dark saber.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get it signed at MegaCon by Giancarlo Esposito. And also Katie Sackhoff, I think, is supposed to be there. If she's not, maybe she's not there, I'll find her. She's always at cons that I'm at. So I get it home, and this thing is by far the most ridiculously hard thing to even put the batteries in. It's obnoxious. So I struggle to put the battery. I gotta watch YouTube videos on how to put the freaking batteries in it. And then I got to watch a YouTube video on how to put the saber in it. And I turn on and it doesn't work. So then I decide, well, maybe it's the batteries. So I go downstairs and I get a new set of batteries. I put those in, and guess what? It doesn't work.
Oh no.
So now I got to go back to Hollywood Studios to exchange this thing. It's not small. I mean, here, look at the box.
Yeah.
Look at the box for this thing. So I'm going to carry this thing around Hollywood Studios to go and exchange it for a new one. Pain in the ass. What's going on? What's Marcus saying?
Oh, he was replying to Murdoch. It's one of those things they can't do in a place like YouTube because it'll cost them work. And
Yeah.
Marcus says, okay, so it's more of a respect thing. Yeah, not stepping on toes thing, probably.
Yeah. I just don't. Yeah, it's just something with the Japanese artists can't do that stuff.
It's not like a law per se, but it's an unwritten rule kind of thing, right?
Yeah, it's probably one of those things that's just it's frowned upon. So in order to keep your status up or to gain status, you don't want to do that stuff.
Yeah, it's like selling a guy a dark saber with no power source.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
It's what happens when you deal with the dark side, man.
Guess you're not wrong.
Did you and Jeff make droids too?
We did not. Jeff did the lightsaber where you make your own lightsaber. That was fun. We went on Rise of the Resistance, which is a great ride.
Fun.
We went to Olga's Cantina, and I had a what was it called? It was called I can't remember, but it was like a Jello with alcohol in it. Like, and then I saw a guy. He was making a drink, and he put a piece of bacon in it. And I said to him, "Is that bacon?" He goes, "No, it's not. It's rancor skin."
It was probably bacon.
So Jeff asked one of the bartenders. He goes, "How do we get some rancor skin?" So Jeff had to dance on the bar, and then he gave us a piece of rancor skin. It was sweet, very sweet. Had a little salty kick at the end.
Kind of like bacon.
Yeah, but it's rancor skin. So
yeah. Did they play that one song from the Mos Eisley Cantina?
Well, it's Olga's Cantina, so it's not Mos Eisley.
Oh.
So it's
see, I would want to see the Max Rebo band.
Yes. I heard that they're going to be doing a revamped Star Wars Land in Disneyland. That's going to be more to the original trilogy. So maybe that will have the Mos Eisley Cantina in it. If they do Tatooine.
Or Jabba's
if they make
barge.
If they make a Tatooine. Technically the one in Disney is Batuu, which is a planet, wherever, somewhere in the
All right. Well, we're hitting an hour.
Yeah, we're good, buddy. Let's get out of here.
Let's get the heck out of here. I'll let you end the stream. When I end it, it's too abrupt.
All right, guys. Well, listen, we'll be back next.
That son of a gun. Well, I see what he did to me.